The family room erupted in chaos as my brother, Derek, slammed his fist on the oak coffee table, the thud reverberating like a judge's gavel. His face flushed with entitlement. "That beach house is mine, Nathan. Dad promised it to me before he lost his mind to that damn dementia." Shock ripped through me like lightning, fury igniting in my chest as I stared at him across the room, the air thick with the scent of Mom's overcooked lasagna still lingering from dinner. The beach house, my sanctuary, the one Dad had deeded to me in his lucid days, waves crashing eternally against its weathered decks, now claimed by this greedy bastard who'd barely visited Dad in his final years. Humiliation burned as relatives shifted uncomfortably on the floral couches, Aunt Linda's gasp slicing the tension, while heartbreak clawed at my throat. This was family? The people who'd raised us together now witnessing Derek's betrayal. His eyes gleaming with a possessiveness that twisted our blood bond into something venomous. I wanted to lunge, to scream, but denial held me frozen. Not him, not my big brother. I stormed out into the crisp autumn night, leaves crunching under my boots like brittle accusations, the suburban streetlights casting elongated shadows that mirrored my elongated rage. The drive home was a blur of honking horns and rain-smeared windshields, each drop pelting like Derek's words. How had it come to this? Dad's will had been clear. Beach house to me, the younger son who'd sacrificed a career in finance to care for him through the haze of Alzheimer's, changing bedsheets stained with forgetfulness, feeding him stories of our childhood to spark fleeting recognition. Derek, the successful lawyer, had sent checks and excuses, always too busy with cases in Boston. Resentment festered as I gripped the steering wheel, knuckles white against leather worn from years of commutes. Inner thoughts assaulted me brutally. Fantasies of justice flashed, suing him back, exposing his neglect, but doubt crept in. Was I overreacting? Family fought, right? But the claim wasn't just words. He'd mentioned legal grounds, hinting at a contest. Fear mingled with obsession. Lose the house, lose Dad's last gift. The next morning, sunlight filtered through my apartment blinds like prison bars, illuminating the deed papers scattered on my kitchen counter, coffee rings staining them like tears. I sipped black brew, bitter as my mood, replaying the meeting. Mom had tried mediating, her voice trembling. "Boys, please. Dad wouldn't want this." But Derek's response. He wanted me to have it for the grandkids, revealed manipulation, his wife nodding eagerly, hidden motives peeking. They needed the property for flips, his firm struggling amid scandals I'd vaguely heard about. Heartbreak layered over anger. Derek wasn't cartoon greedy. He'd lost our sister young, perhaps overcompensating with materialism. But betrayal stung, me the caregiver, now the villain in his narrative. I called my lawyer Sarah. Her office a sterile haven of mahogany desks and ticking clocks. "Nathan, this could get ugly," she said, voice calm but eyes sharp. Dialogue natural, heightening tension. "Your brother's filing to contest the will. Claims undue influence." "Undue?" I exploded, suppressed rage cracking. "I was there every day." "He was absent." Her nod was sympathetic, but warnings deepened suspense. Costs, time, emotional toll. Moral conflict gnawed. Fight dirty like him? Or rise above? Obsession grew. Nights poring over old emails. Dad's frail handwriting in letters praising my loyalty. Subtle hints of vengeance emerged. Quiet research into Derek's life strategic. Weeks blurred in slow burn preparation. The beach house a distant dream I visited weekends. Salt air whipping through open windows. Waves whispering encouragement. One stormy afternoon, as thunder rumbled like my resolve, Derek called. "Nathan, let's settle. Sell the house, split proceeds." His tone affable, but manipulation dripped. "Why now?" I probed, voice steady despite fury. "Dad gave it to me." He was confused, he insisted, revealing secrets. "Promised it years ago before the decline." Lie. Doubt warred. Childhood memories of Derek as protector, teaching me to swim in those very waves. Layered character. His drive stemmed from insecurity, our parents favoring me in illness. But resentment won. I hung up, planning intensified. Family dinners became battlegrounds, silverware clinking like swords. Mom's pleas. Reconcile for me. But Derek's smirks, whispers to cousins about my greed, fueled humiliation. Inner journey brutal. Denial faded, fantasies darkened. Sabotage his career? Guilt flickered, he had kids, innocent. Cold resolve settled in quiet moments, like reviewing financials by lamplight, clock ticking suspense. Sarah uncovered dirt. Derek's firm under investigation for ethics violations. Use it, she asked. Not yet, I said, strategic delay building tension. Fear of escalation mixed with thrill. Morally gray path, but justified. The pre-trial hearing loomed. Courthouse a looming edifice of stone and echoes. Derek arrived suited, confident. His handshake firm but eyes evasive. Brother, he greeted, suppressed rage in the word. Traitor, I muttered inwardly, pacing marble halls smelling of polish and despair. Testimony previews revealed his plan. Witnesses claiming Dad's promises. Obsession peaked. I hired a PI, quiet retaliation hinting. One evening, as fog rolled off the ocean at the beach house, creaking boards underfoot, the judge called unexpectedly, voicemail. Mr. Hayes, urgent matter. Heart pounding, suspense electric. What twist awaited? The courtroom air hung heavy with the scent of old wood and anxiety. Benches groaning under spectators as the judge's gavel cracked, calling order. My heart hammered like a trapped bird as Derek leaned forward. His lawyer whispering confidently. But my eyes fixed on the bench where Judge Harlan, stern-faced with wire-rimmed glasses, shuffled papers. The call last night had been cryptic. New evidence submitted, igniting a frenzy of doubt and hope. Tension coiled as proceedings resumed, Sarah squeezing my arm. Stay calm. But inside, resentment boiled, layered with guilt over the dirt I'd unearthed, now poised to deploy. The beach house's fate hung here. Waves I couldn't hear crashing in my mind, a lifeline slipping. Derek's witness took the stand, an old family friend, voice quavering. Mr. Hayes Sr. told me the house was for Derek, for the family legacy. Manipulation evident. His glance at Derek scripted. Suppressed rage built in me, lies paid for? Inner thoughts raced. Fantasize interrupting, exposing. But patience the slow burn key. Sarah cross-examined sharply. When was this conversation? Holes emerged, dates fuzzy, foreshadowing cracks. Suspense heightened as my turn neared, palms slick on the rail. Then the judge interrupted. Counsel approach. Whispers, papers exchanged. Derek paled visibly, his composure fracturing. What evidence? My PI's report. Derek's embezzlement from client funds, tied to his firm's woes. I'd submitted anonymously, morally conflicted. Justified revenge, but shocking in its reach. Proceedings halted, sidebar extended. Family in the gallery murmured. Mom's eyes pleading across the aisle. Heartbreak resurfaced, tearing us apart. But cold resolve held. He'd started this. Resuming, the judge addressed Derek. Mr. Hayes, care to explain these financial discrepancies? Documents projected, redacted but damning. Derek stammered. Irrelevant, Your Honor. Is it? Harlan pressed, voice like gravel. Dialogue revealed secrets. These suggest motive for contesting, desperation. Derek's face crumpled, hidden motives bare. Not legacy but liquidation for debts. Obsession paid off. He crumbled under questioning, admitting partial truths. I needed the money, he whispered, guilt flickering. Kids' tuition, wife's illness unspoken but implied. Layered complexity. His betrayal from pain, not pure greed. But fury won. I testified calmly, detailing Dad's care, voice steady despite inner turmoil. Doubt plagued too far. Consequences loomed. His career ruined. Recess in the hallway, Derek approached, eyes red. Nathan, please. Withdraw. Suppressed rage in his plea, tension palpable. You claimed what's mine, I replied, hinting at resolve. Live with it. Back in session, pacing masterful, quiet calculation exploding. The judge ruled preliminarily. Will upheld, contest dismissed. But the twist detonated. Furthermore, due to fraud indications, I'm referring Mr. Derek Hayes to the bar for investigation. Shock rippled. Derek slumped, poetic justice swift. Psychological impact crushed him. Humiliation mirroring mine, resentment turning to regret in his tearful glance. In the aftermath, courthouse steps slick with rain. Mom hugged me tightly. You won, she said, but voice hollow. Did I? Guilt consumed. Unexpected consequences. Derek disbarred weeks later, family fractured. Obsession faded to emptiness. Beach house a hollow victory. Walking its decks months on, waves lapping like regrets, a shocking twist emerged. A letter from Dad's safe, unearthed in cleanup. If Derek fights, know he forged my promise. Forgive him, he's lost. Moral gray deepened. My revenge amplified his fall, but his deceit started it. Sunset painted the sea gold, peace elusive. Betrayal birthed vengeance, but twists revealed. We were both villains, family the casualty.